Good afternoon and welcome to Dukascopy TV. I'm Andrew Sachs-McLeod of LeapRate, your Forex industry news source. Today in the studio we're joined by Francois Nembrini of London Capital Group. Very interesting scenario at the moment. Just recently, Charles-Henri Sabet, one of the leading industry figures, purchased London Capital Group for £17 million and has attracted some very, very senior industry talent to the board. One such recruit is Francois Nembrini, an industry figure whose career spans senior positions at FXCM. Hello, Francois.
Hello.
Nice to see you.
Nice to see you too.
Just want to get some perspective on the recent rejuvenation of LCG, and certainly with the new team that Charles-Henri has managed to pull together, which is of such a high calibre. Really interested to see what your initial steps have been in taking the company up to its new level.
I think there's a lot of decision that needs to be taken in terms of the detailed implementation of the strategy that Charles has in mind. We want to give a high quality service and deliver sales trading service to clients that want a bit more hand holding, a bit of a high touch service, if you wish. So how do you implement that? At the same time, we're changing a lot of the technology and improving the technology by putting the algo web technology at the core of the firm. So all that leads to a lot of questions and implementation. But when it comes down to taking decisions, it's been very quick. And I have to say that in a month and a half here, I've done more than in a couple of months in other places. So we're very happy with the progress. We're going live with the first rollout of the technology this next week. So we really are able to onboard the first customers on this new piece of kit, which I'm very excited about. And we'll have a rollout which include a new MetaTrader offering, a new C-Trader offering. Basically what we have is a structure where we have centralized trading and centralized back office, which will allow us to roll out platforms into a very short time frame. Pretty much in 2 weeks to a month, we'll be able to roll out new platform to customers. The back office and the trading will be again done with the algo web technology, which will allow us to, after the integration of one API, to roll out any platform that the customer might like. So that's very exciting for us because we'll be able to react to customer needs faster. So that's very flexible, very high quality technology that allow us to do a good job electronically, while at the same time, rolling out a sales trading service, which will, give customers maybe the attention that we might like with some of our competitors. So hopefully we'll do good for customers very soon.
Very interesting that you should mention the technological direction that LCG is now taking. When I look at that, it's certainly a company in which about 90% of the company's core business has been FX, CFD and so forth in the British market, and then 10% institutional business across agency activities across this CoNX and EBS platforms. Is this still an area which LCG wants to follow, wants to carry on down that route? And if so, is it a good time for the current wave of companies that are interested in taking CFD trading abroad to new markets?
No, definitely. I mean, we want to use the FX to go overseas, and then we'll be able to deliver more instruments through the FX relationship that we have. My belief is that a lot of the FX semi-pros and retail aggregators have a need for FX liquidity, but also for CFD liquidity. We're delivering 3,000 instruments, and we're currently rolling out those instruments into that algo web technology, which will allow us to deliver to partners, again, 3,000 instruments on a very high quality, with very high quality pricing and very high quality execution. So definitely a very exciting time in that regard. We're obviously an FX specialist, and we hired a lot of FX people. Charles is from an FX background. Our business is mostly CFDs at the moment, but we want to push the FX offering. And to go back to your point about the prime brokerage offering, if you wish. We believe there's a space in the market for a service like that. Our belief is that the main banks are kind of cutting the bottom 20 to 40% of our customers in prime brokerage, and it's becoming very difficult to get a line with people like Citibank or Deutsche Bank, and they have higher requirements these days. All the prime brokers that were catering to that mid-market, I can name Rabobank or Credit Suisse or Morgan Stanley or even SEB, all those prime brokerage departments have closed down. And so seeing these kind of opening in the market, people like FXCM or Saxo Bank are coming out with prime offering as well. But for them, it's a very difficult product to roll out internally because it cannibalizes their own business. Saxo or FXCM are not going to take customers that they have on their core legacy platforms to move them to a prime brokerage offering simply because they don't want to promote the CurrentX or Hotspot or EBS platform to the customers. LCG doesn't have those limitations, and so we're perfectly happy to give a hedge fund setup to customers that will not have access to a hedge fund setup and have been left, if you allow me, with retail type offering. And so the $5,000 or $10,000 customer is trading on the exact same platform that somebody who put $500,000 is going to put. If you put $500,000 at LCG, you will get the exact same setup that a Bremen Howard or Bluecrest or one of the larger hedge funds is using. You will get any platform that you would like, whether in direct connections or through our aggregator, which is derived of the smart trade technology, which is used by major investment banks. So you'll get a free aggregator with any platform that you might want. And when it comes down to voice service, we hired two pretty high-profile trader, Peter Wells, that was the head of Eurodollar at ICAP, which is was with Tollett, the main interbank broker in foreign exchange, and Rohan Ramchandani was the head of Citibank Spot. That's a pretty big job. Citibank being one of the main bank in foreign exchange. Rohan has experience handling orders, and I think he was handling the biggest order Citibank got in the past 10 years, which was $6 billion. He handled that personally. So we have a wealth of experience voice to deal with larger orders and people that want a high touch service, while at the same time giving the exact setup that any hedge fund will use. So a very high quality electronic offering coupled with a very high quality voice service. We believe this will lead to good customer joining LCG. And we're also at the moment revamping our research department. Hopefully you will get some good information through the voice test that we'll give to VIP customers. And I told you before, this is kind of the high-end FX service. That doesn't mean that we're not taking private clients. Again, what we talked before, we have a very high investment in technology that will allow us to roll out platform very quickly and multi-product, 3,000 instruments into the same platform or a new platform that that customer might want to look at.
Yeah, it makes sense, absolutely. And speaking of the algo web, certainly LCG's interest in algo web. This is something which actually Mr. Sabe indicated to me quite recently, that the purpose of that was to really receive liquidity and distribute it to any customer that LCG sees fit to do so, giving a lot of extra flexibility. That is a very interesting offering. And of course, in combining with that interest and the number of highly experienced industry professionals that have come from that background, I mean, I believe Peter Wells spent 28 years at ICAP. How has LCG managed to develop that way of offering a broad, developed, diverse, and very, very user-friendly system that goes to any brokerage, as well as attract such industry talent that's had a long time in each particular company? Subsequent, when you bear in mind LCG's past, and then now it's transformed into a new service altogether.
Well, I think this is a very interesting question. I think it's part of a change in the industry. What you have on one hand, I guess, is the banks that have a lot of regulatory issues and a lot of investment in compliance and not so much in front office anymore. So you have a lot of disgruntled, long-time experienced employees that just don't see the passion anymore and don't have a lot of restriction what they do. Higher salaries and lower bonuses. It's hard, in a lot of the very big institutions to get excited about the job anymore. And on the other end, you have the the retail industry, which is fighting to do pretty much a discount brokerage with people that don't have any experience on the institutional side or very little. And so we see a gap in the middle by taking the people from the institutions that were servicing large institutions in the past and bring them to the high net worth and bring them to the customers that are private clients and give them an institutional service quality. So I think this is how Charles-Henri was able to put people together from his institutional background, from the track record that he has of taking businesses and driving them forward. And so hopefully we'll be able to deliver that good quality service. And as I said, with a lot of institutional people that will cater to customers that will call the mid-market. The banks are not servicing the bottom 20 to 40% of our clients, and the retail aggregator community don't necessarily have the know-how to service larger clients. I mean, their know-how is into onboarding a lot of fairly small accounts, and not so much in giving a bit of the extra, the extra bit that comes from the institutional world.
Yeah, absolutely. I think it's a very exciting time for LCG technologically and in terms of the actual brokerage business. And I wish you all the best. I wish you very well with it.
Well, thank you very much. We're certainly working hard to make it happen.
Great to see you again, Francois, and do join us again.
Anytime. Pleasure. Thank you.
I'm Andrew Sachs-McLeod of LeapRate, your Forex industry news source. This is Dukascopy TV. Thanks for watching. See you next time.